Good afternoon and welcome to Committee and Field, home of the Holliston Lady Panthers. We welcome our guest team today, the Bellingham Blackhawks. Their starting lineup is number 66, Bella Mancini. Number 47, Taryn Martell. Number 99, Tamara Petrov. Number 1, Kailana Kriasi. Number 37, Shannon Williams. Number 3, Alexis Rodriguez. Number 7, Kim Rodriguez. Number 31, Riley Ciccone. Number 24, Victoria Taylor. Number 0, McKenna Costello. Number 20, Megan Repose. And now for the Holliston Lady Panthers. Number 0, Mel Coleman. Number 4, Gillian Hobson. Number 9, Sydney Brucato. Number 10, Elizabeth Mackey. Number 12, Charlotte Getchell. Number 13, Emily Clapper. Number 17, Gabriela Ramirez-Broder. Number 18, Tess Powers. Number 20, Madeline Sahasian. Number 22, Alex Panaggio. Number 25, Kaylee Powers. So please all rise as we play the national anthem. So good afternoon and welcome to the Holliston Cable Access Television recording of the Holliston Lady Panthers versus Bellingham Blackhawks. This is Thursday, October the 5th. We are playing at Committee and Field. I am Linda Getchell and my co-host is Alfonso Ramirez, and we have Mark Winokur on camera today.
Another game from the Panthers. We'll see what was the surprise today. I believe it's going to be an easy game, and especially for the Panthers, how they come and play. And so, ball is rolling.
So we're going to be heading with a throw-in for Bellingham. To Charlotte Getchell, intercepted by Bellingham. And out of bounds, so it will be a Holliston throw-in taken by Sydney Brocado. Kicked back. Charlotte Getchell taking it through. Taking space, sending it up to... unlucky.
Great idea. Great idea. Nice touches. And I like that.
So free kick for Bellingham. To Maddie Sahasian, who's grounded it. Intercepted by Bellingham. Intercepted by Charlotte Getchell, passing back to Emily Clapper on the defensive line. Emily taking some space, passing out to Alex Panaggio, tapping to Tess Powers. Tapped by Bellingham. Maddie Sehe coming in to touch it. Back to Bellingham. Back to Charlotte Getchell, to Elizabeth Mackey. Sending it up to Alex Panaggio. Setting it up for Gillian Hobson. Goalie coming out. Back to Elizabeth Mackey on defense. To Emily Clapper. To Tess Powers. To Alex Panaggio. To Kaylee Powers. And then
As
kicked out of bounds by Bellingham.
We see the goalie of the Bellingham, she's out. So one of our team can hit the ball that hard and make it in.
So Alex Panaggio taking it down to the corner. Making the cross. And a good catch there by the Bellingham goalie. So it's going to be a Bellingham goal kick. Headed by Charlotte Getchell. Headed by Bellingham. Back to Maddie Sehe. Tapped by Bellingham. Taking possession. And still Bellingham with the possession. Gabby Ramirez coming in to steal the ball. Back to Elizabeth Mackey on the defensive line. Switching to Emily Clapper. Emily taking some space on the field. Passing out to Alex Panaggio on the wing. Intercepted by Bellingham and deflected it for Bellingham. And it will be a Holliston throw-in. Elizabeth Mackey with the throw-in. Oh no, Emily Clapper taking the throw-in. To Kaylee Powers. To Alex Panaggio, tipping it up. Bellingham intercepting it, switching the field. Bellingham still with the possession. To Jill Hobson, back to Sydney Brocado.
I don't see that.
No, I didn't see that either.
Yeah, I didn't see the outside. She was playing the give and go, and I saw a couple players from the Bellingham. There was online, so
that was an offsides call, and it's now a Bellingham free kick.
Too bad that we don't play with 3 referees. I like to see a soccer game play with 3 referees. That way the lines will take care of the outsides better.
So Maddie Sehe passing to Sydney Brocado, tapping it up, trying to get it to Jill. Intercepted by Bellingham. They have possession. Trying to put pressure on them. Maddie Sehe getting a foot to it. Tess Powers then tapping it to Alex Panaggio. Nice footwork, looking to take some space. Again, intercepted by Bellingham. Back to Charlotte Getchell. Passing it to Elizabeth Mackey. Elizabeth Mackey sending it up and over. Sydney Brocado running on it. And just a tad bit too much welly. It's gone out of bounds. So that will be a Bellingham throw-in. Headed by Kaylee Powers, out of bounds, so another Bellingham throw-in.
And one more time, you look at the line of Bellingham, look at the goalie how it's playing. So one of our players has to be smart to see that and hit the ball right to the net. That would be a nice. And that way they can go back a little bit.
So Holliston throw-in. Charlotte Getchell with a throw-in to Jill Hobson. Playing back to Charlotte Getchell. Sending it up, intercepted by Bellingham. Another Holliston throw-in. Playing back to Maddie Sehe. Switching to the middle to Elizabeth Mackey on defense. Taking some space to Gabby Ramirez. Intercepted by Bellingham. Charlotte Getchell getting it. Back up to Sydney Brucado. Unlucky, that was out of bounds. It would be a Bellingham throw-in. So Bellingham are finally further down in our half. Maddie Sehe getting a foot to it, grounding it to Sydney Brucado to test powers. Still has possession, sending it up to Sydney, or intercepted by Bellingham. Maddie Sehe protecting it, and it will be a goal kick for Holliston. Maddie Sehe with the goal kick. It's up in the air. Tess Powers getting to it. Sending it to Sydney Brucado down on the wing. It's taking a space, weaving through. Still got control of it. Getting past the players, pushing down to their goal. Slowing it down. Holliston resetting. To Hannah Wolfgang on the field now. Charlotte Getchell challenging. Taking possession. Back to Elizabeth Mackey. To Emily Clapper. To Alex Panaggio. Alex Panaggio taking the road. Here we go. 1-on-1.
Goal.
And there's the first goal.
That was smart that she didn't make the pass, because if she made the pass, they wasn't outside.
Number 22, Alex Panaggio.
But if you see over there, it was two players, our players, Gavi, and another player was outside.
Right.
So it was moved that she moved.
You know what they've learned from the Medway game? They're playing back to their defense, which allows the front line to reset and then start making the passes. Mm-hmm. Because this is a slower game, they've got the time to do it. Charlotte Getchell with a throw in to Jill Hobson. Bellingham taking possession. Back to Tess Powers. Charlotte Getchell coming in and a Bellingham throw-in. So at 32.5 minutes, the score is 1-0 to the Holliston Lady Panthers. It's a long ball by Bellingham. Running on it. Maddie Sehe. And it's going to be a goal kick, deflected off the Bellingham player. No. So Elizabeth Mackey with the goal kick. Headed by Gabby to Jill Hobson, making the pass through. Alex Panaggio coming on.
Another nice goal, and easy.
Goal scored by number 22, Alex Panaggio, assisted by number 4, Jill Hobson.
Now they forced to Bellingham to change the line that they have. The goalie has to come out.
It looks like coach is ready to make some subs for Holliston. It looks like it's going to be Livy Mazzio and Gabby Cummings coming on shortly. Bellingham throw-in. Headed by Charlotte Getchell. Back out of bounds.
I think it's a great idea what the coach does to give you a chance to the freshmen. You know, they need to see how his feelings to play, to be in a game.
Definitely gets their adrenaline going and that real live game feeling.
Definitely, and we don't know what happens in the future. We can get 2-3 horses, and we already have people that already have experience to play. So I think it's a good idea.
So Melanie Coleman taking the ball, taking control, and it's going to be a goal kick for Holliston. To Hannah Wolfgang, to Tess Powers, to Alex Panaggio. Emily moving up, sending it long. Emily Clapper taking the ball, taking it all the way down. Bellingham taking possession. Emily Clapper coming back to defend it, taking the ball back. Nice move, sending it up. Tess Powers, sending it long and wide. Back to Maddie Sehe on defense. Tess Powers tapping it to Hannah Wolfgang. Getting ahead to it. Back to Charlotte Getchell. Sending it up to Sydney Bucardo. Sending it up. Hannah Wolfgang running at it. And Bellingham kicking it out of bounds. So that would be a Holliston throw-in. Livy Mazzio coming on, Jill Hobson coming off, and Maddie Sahajian coming off, and Gabby Cummings coming on the field. Livy Mazzio to Sydney Bucardo. Sydney making the shot. Oh, nice try. Bellingham goal kick. Charlotte Getchell back to Bellingham. Gabby Cummings to Hannah Wolfgang. Back to the Bellingham taking possession. Gabby defending. It's going to be a Bellingham throw-in.
I feel that today is those games that they can try out or train in all those strategies. They can,
Nice throw there by Bellingham, headed by Elizabeth Mackey. Oh, good effort by Bellingham. So goal kick for Holliston, being taken by Elizabeth Mackey. So Bellingham still with possession. Elizabeth Mackey sending to Emily Clapper, taking space on the field. Bellingham taking possession. Alex Panaggio stealing the ball, weaving through. She's going to take a shot. There it is. Oh! The goalie lucked out there, got it between the legs, and Livy Mazzio was running on if it was still rolling and live. So good effort again by Holliston. Goal kick for Bellingham. Livy Mazzio running on it. Going to be a goal kick for Bellingham. Good ball up in the air. Down to the ground by Charlotte Getchell intercepted by Bellingham. Charlotte Getchell getting a foot to it, taking it back, taking it down the line. Sending it to Hannah Wolfgang. Sending it back to Sydney Bucardo. Deflected, but taken by Livy Mazzio. Livy Mazzio still got it the possession. Sending it into Gabby Ramirez. Free kick awarded to Bellingham. All the way back to Gabby Cummings. Let it go out of bounds, so it will be a Holliston throw-in. Throw-in taken by Charlotte Getchell. Tess Powers getting to it. Oh, touched by Bellingham. Bellingham sending it to the goalie and into Mel Coleman's hands. Goal kick for Holliston. Rolling it out to Emily Clapper. Taking some space up, sending it to Alex Panaggio on the wing. Going past some players, taking it all the way down the line. And looks like she can try for another shot. Nice there. Oh, unlucky, Livy. Livy almost got to it. Sydney keeping it in bounds. Nice play by Holliston, keeping it going. Sending it back to Charlotte Getchell. Sending it in. Oh, deflected by Bellingham. Gabby Cummings coming to defend it. And it's going to be a Bellingham throw-in. It's a great throw-in. Out of bounds by Bellingham, so it'll be back to a Holliston throw-in. Charlotte Getchell with a throw-in to Tess Powers. Switching it back to Elizabeth Mackey on the defensive line. She's taking it up, sending it up and over to Alex Panaggio. It's going to be another one-on-one with the goalie. Sending it wide. Oh! That'll be a corner kick. Hannah Wolfgang trying to come in and just tap it in. Could have been Alex's hat trick.
I mean, it was nice that she released the ball. Sometimes, it's better release the ball than try to do everything by yourself. So I think this is a team player, what she shows there. And I would like to see her doing it more.
So corner kick being taken by Alex Panaggio. Good read by the Bellingham goalie, straight to her hands. That was a good catch by that goalie.
Just to mention it, the Bellingham goal is not bad. It's not that bad.
Gabby Cummings getting to it. Handball, so it will be a Holliston free kick. Elizabeth Mackey with the free kick. Up and over. Kicked out by the goalkeeper. Bodied by Tess Powers. Deflected off of Bellingham, back to Tess Powers. And coming out wide. Emily Clapper coming onto it, keeping possession. Sending it to Alex Panaggio. It's weaving through. There it is.
Yes.
Goal scored by number 22, Alex Panaggio. Assisted by number 13, Emily Clapper. So we're down to 22 and a half minutes left in the first half, and the score is 3-0 to Holliston on our home field. So now having Sydney Piccardo coming off and Juliana Papulis is on the field. Bellingham with the kickoff. Livy coming in to challenge. To Julia Papulis, to Livy. Back to Juliana. Intercepted by Bellingham. Headed by Charlotte Getchell. Played back to Gabby Cummings. To Tess Powers. Looking to switch the field. Switching it over to, slightly offside, Hannah Siegel. Right idea, good pass by Tess.
There's two things that happens over here. We need to release the ball earlier, and the offense has to make sure that she's in line.
So free kick for Bellingham. It's a good long ball. Gabby Cummings taking control of it, and it will be a Bellingham throw-in. It's a great throw-in by Bellingham. Oh, Mackey tripped. Addie Capacabano is on the field. playing defense. We now have Gabby Ramirez with the ball, taking a lead through. It's going to be a one-on-one with the defender and the goalie. Oh, nice try. The Bellingham goal kick out wide to their player. And that's going to be out of bounds, so it'll be another Holliston throw-in. Charlotte Getchell with a throw-in to Tess Powers. Switching to Gabby Ramirez in the mid. Sending it, intercepted by Bellingham, but taken back by Addie. Taken up by Anna Siegel. Bellingham taking control. And it's going to be a Holliston throw-in. So Charlotte Sketchel coming off and Alyssa Brucado coming on. And Addie, number 26, taking the throw-in for Holliston to Tess Powers. To Gabby Ramirez. Back to Tess Powers. Gabby taking it, sending it in, and to the goalie. Nice try. Livy crashing the net, trying to get there. Bellingham goal kick to Elizabeth Mackey. Settling it to Hannah Wolfgang. Tapping it up. Unlucky there. Bellingham taking possession. Back to Addie on defense, number 26. Sending it to Anna Siegel. Still fighting for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. That will be a Holliston throw-in. So Addie with the throw-in to Tess Powers. Intercepted by Bellingham. Back to Gabby Cummings. Playing back to Elizabeth Mackey. Sending it to Anna Siegel. Playing back to Addie. Tapping it up. Intercepted by Bellingham. Gabby Cummings coming on. Protecting it. Playing out to Alyssa. Alyssa sending it up to Hannah Wolfgang. To Gabby Cummings. Sending it up to... trying to get to Juliana. Back to Tess Powers. Holliston taking back possession. And Bellingham kicking it out of bounds. That will be a Holliston throw-in. Taken by Alyssa Brucado. And the goalies are being switched out now. So we have Kelty Kober coming in and Mel Coleman coming off. Throw in by Alyssa. Livy fighting for it. Alyssa getting to it, to Juliana. Back to Gabby Cummings. Another Holliston throw in by Alyssa. Headed by Livy. Tapped up by Bellingham, headed by Hannah. Juliana fighting for it. And kicked out of bounds by Bellingham. So another Holliston throw in for Alyssa. Nice ball. Juliana running on it. Taking it to the corner. Still has possession. Out of bounds. Another throw in for Holliston. Alyssa taking the throw in. So we now have Gwen Freely coming in and Livy Mazzio coming off. So Alyssa with a throw in. And high ball up and over. So back to a Bellingham goal kick. It's an unlucky bounce up, so free kick for Bellingham. Addie chasing it in. Hannah Wolfine getting to it. Back to Bellingham. Lily Trainor's on the field. Alyssa Brucado. Bounced off of a Bellingham player. Still in play. Lily Trainor and Alyssa fighting for it. Alyssa getting her foot to it. Up to Juliana. Moving past the players. Going for a run. She's got 2 on her. Still got possession. It's going to be a goal kick for Bellingham. Deflected off of Holliston. To Juliana intercepting it. Long ball by Bellingham to Tess Powers. Still fighting for it. Bellingham taking possession. Tess back in it again. Bellingham still have it. To Juliana. Still playing with it. And it's going to be a Bellingham throw-in. Tapped by Bellingham. Back to Lily Trainor. Settling it. Sending it to the mid to Gabby Ramirez. Sending it to Addie. Sending it up. Anna Siegel running onto it. Still has possession. Going to make a cross. Intercepted by Bellingham. Back to Gabby. Oh, unlucky. Be another Holliston throw-in taken by number 26, Addie. And we're subbing Maddie Sahajian coming on for Elizabeth Mackey. So throw-in. Bellingham taking possession. Addie chasing it down, getting a foot to it. Good job. Bellingham throw-in. Bellingham tapping it. Gabby Ramirez tapping it to Gwen Freely. Gwen Freely taking some space, sending it up to Anna Siegel. Shot. Back to Gabby Ramirez. Oh, deflected. That will be a corner. So corner kick being taken by Maddie Sahajian. Oh, nice header there by Hannah. Got a head to it, but just a couple of inches the wrong side of the post. Good effort there by the Holliston Lady Panthers. Goal kick for Bellingham. Bellingham still with possession. Alyssa Brucado coming through and stealing the ball. Weaving her way through. Tapped by Bellingham. Juliana running on it. And that will be a corner for Holliston. Again, Maddie Sahajian coming to take the corner kick. And we have Gabby Ramirez coming off. And Juliana coming off. And we have... Maggie Fitzgerald. And Emily Clapper's returned. So, corner kick. There it is. Oh, yes.
Anna.
Yeah?
Anna. No, Anna. Or Emily?
Who was it?
I don't even... I'm not sure. Yeah. I think Anna pushed it because it was on the line. No. Another goal by the Panthers.
Who actually got that in? couldn't tell you what was okay, I wasn't sure. I'm like, sorry.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, you can say.
Well, I can't do it over the speaker when they have a break. I'll do it. Last school, so Maggie Fitzgerald passing to Addie. That last goal was scored by Anna Siegel. Anna Siegel chasing it down to the corner, keeping it in.
Corner.
Right now, so the last goal scored by Anna Siegel.
Yeah.
Previous goal scored by Anna Siegel. All right, Lily Trainer taking the corner kick for us. So the score currently is 4-0 to Holliston.
Nice.
Maggie Fitzgerald getting ahead to it. Alyssa Brucado getting to it, sending it back to Maddie Sehe, allowing the girls to reset. Ball coming back in. And we have Sarah O'Neill getting a foot to it and just a little bit high. So we have Lily Trainer, Sarah O'Neill, Maggie Fitzgerald on the field, and Addie. So goal kick for Bellingham. Intercepted by Sarah O'Neill. And that'll be another corner. Deflected off of Bellingham, so another corner kick for Holliston. Lily Trainer coming back to take the corner kick. Down to the last 9 minutes and a few seconds left in the first half. So Lily Trainer with the goal kick, corner kick. To Maggie Fitzgerald, tapped out by Bellingham. Emily Clapper retrieving it, keeping it in bounds, still has it. Sending it in. Oh, nice try. Good follow-up by the girls.
I love to see new Panthers players in the field, and they are doing good. They are maintaining the ball in the Bellingham field.
So goal kick for Bellingham. Got to by Emily Clapper. Hannah Wolfgang to Gwen Freely. Oh, deflected off of Bellingham. Back to Tess Powers, passing back to Maddie Sehe on defensive line, switching it to Ella Woodward's on the field too, to Sarah O'Neill, back to Ella Woodward, to Tess Powers, back to Ella Woodward, sending it across to Alyssa Brucado, sending it up and through, deflected out by Bellingham. Ella Woodward coming to defend, getting a foot to it. Good defensive play, back to Maddie Sehe, back to Ella Woodward. To Tess Powers. Hannah Wolfgang. Back to Lily Trainer, sending it long and up. Oh, unlucky.
I don't think that was outside because the ball released before the player ran. The problem is the referee don't know that. But the ball was released long time ago when the player start running.
So Hannah Wolfgang to Gwen Freely, back to Hannah Wolfgang, sent back by Bellingham. Lily Trainer tracking it down, sending it to Alyssa Brucado, getting it on the ground, taking it down the line. Unlucky. Be a Bellingham throw-in. Holliston throw-in by Alyssa Brucado. And we've got some movement again on the field. So it looks like we have Sarah Winniker's on the field. Gabby Ramirez is back on the field. That's to Gwen Freely. Lee Trainer. Alyssa Brucado still has possession. To Gabby Ramirez. Sending it to Ella Woodward. Sending it up to Sarah O'Neill. To Sarah Winniker, deflected off of Maggie Fitzgerald. Back to Sarah Winniker, deflected by Bellingham. Maggie Fitzgerald back to Sarah Winokur. Bellingham taking possession. Back to Lily Traynor. Maddie Sehay to Maggie Fitzgerald. Running on it. Here we go, Maggie. Maggie's one-on-one. Take a shot. Oh! Goalie touched it, so it'll be another corner kick.
That was a good hit. That was a good hit and made the goalie to put it in the corner kick. Like I mentioned it before, with the Bellingham goalie, the
goalie does a really good job. She's got a good read of the game. She's diving, getting her hands out there. She's doing a great job. So Lily Traynor with the corner kick. To Sarah Winokur. Ella Woodward coming in, sending it up. Bellingham throw-in. Emily Clapper coming through, sending it in. Intercepted by Bellingham and out of bounds. So Alyssa Brucado with a throw-in for Holliston. Olivia Massio getting ahead to it. Still in play. And that will be a Bellingham throw-in. Emily Clapper with a throw-in for Holliston to Olivia Massio. To Alyssa Brucado. Kicked out by Bellingham. Gabby Ramirez. Emily Clapper sending it in to the goalie. But they are still getting it back to the goal. So Bellingham with their goal kick. Gabby Ramirez playing back to Lily Traynor. Sending it up to... intercepted by Bellingham. Out of bounds. It'll be a Holliston throw-in. Gabby Ramirez taking the throw-in to Emily Clapper. Kicked out of bounds by Bellingham. Be another Holliston throw-in. Emily Clapper to Sarah Winokur. Oh. So free kick for Bellingham. We're down to the last 3.5 minutes in the first half. Emily Clapper getting to it. Still fighting for it. Taking possession. Deflected off of a Bellingham player. To Alyssa Brucado. To Emily Clapper. Back to Alyssa. Sending it through. Offside, yeah. Livy getting eager. But was waiting for the ball to come through. So again, another free kick for Bellingham. To Emily Clapper. Still with Emily Clapper deflecting it off of a Bellingham player, chasing it down. It's still alive. She still has it. Here we go. Sending it in. Oh, goalie retrieved it that time. Good job, this goalie. This goalie really is getting quite the workout. To Sarah Winokur. To Addie. Intercepted by Bellingham. Back to Addie. Oh, Maggie Fitzgerald, beg your pardon. Bellingham with the possession. Lily Traynor. Settling it down. Holliston throw-in. Alyssa, unlucky. That will now be a Bellingham throw-in. To Gabby. Taking it across the field. Sending it up to Livy. This is Livy's chance now. This is what she wants. She's got the speed. One-on-one. Nice effort there by Livy Mazzio. Goal kick by Bellingham. Ella Woodward getting to it. To Livy Mazzio. Deflected back off of Bellingham. Gabby Ramirez coming in, stealing the ball. And that will be a Bellingham throw-in. Bellingham still with possession. Ella Woodward to Maggie Fitzgerald. To Alyssa Brucado. Bellingham tapping it. Back to Alyssa. Back to Lily Traynor. Tapping it up to Emily Clapper on the wing. To Sarah Winokur. Sending it through. Oh, yeah, that was off.
Only like a mile.
And that will be the first half. So the score is 4-0 to the Holliston Lady Panthers versus the Bellingham Blackhawks. So welcome back to the second half of the Holliston Lady Panthers versus Bellingham Blackhawks. We are playing at Comitian Field at our home field. And we still have out on our front line Livy Mazzio, Addie, Lily Traynor and Sarah O'Neill. So Holliston with possession to Sydney Brucado. Weaving her way through, coming in, taking a shot, and there it is. Goal scored by Sydney Brucado.
So now we have a good lineup, and we start making goals in the 4th minute.
So in
changes is good.
Yes, in less than 10 seconds, we've scored another goal, so we're now at 5-0 to Holliston. So Livy Mazzio challenging there, so it's going to be a Holliston throw-in by Addie. Headed by Bellingham. Out of bounds again, so it'll be another throw-in for Holliston by Addie. To Emily Clapper. To Tess Powers. To Sarah O'Neill. Passing up to Sydney. Oh.
Something that I like the Bellingham team is how they play the outside. That is a perfect play, and it make a big difference because we already were out like 10 times.
Right. So Lily Traynor to Sydney Brucado to Tess Powers. Moving it down the field, sending it through. Sydney Brucado coming on. Good speed. Looking to make a pass to Hannah Wolfgang. Deflected out by Bellingham. So it's going to be a throw-in for Holliston by Sydney Brucado to Tess Powers. Sending it, headed by Bellingham. Still in play. Livy Mazzio chasing it down. Good hustle by Livy. Back to Addie. Oh, unlucky. It's going to be a Bellingham throw-in.
Something that you learn to play with a team like this is that you have to release the ball
to Maddie Say-Hey. Back to Hannah, to Livy Mazzio. Hannah Wolfgang still has possession. Oop, Livy got knocked down. Hannah still with play in the corner, looking for help. To Livy Mazzio, touching it, deflected off of Bellingham. Back to Emily Clapper. Out to Elizabeth Mackey. Back to Emily Clapper. Oh, deflected off of Bellingham player. Back to Tess Powers. Bellingham taking possession. Sarah O'Neill stealing it from the Bellingham player, taking it down the line, taking a space. Nice work by Sarah O'Neill. Back to Sydney Brucado, still in play. Looking to make a cross, there it goes, to Elizabeth Mackey. Oh, slightly higher and up and over. Good effort there by the Holliston team, some nice passing.
Nice play also game, and they still dominated the game. I like how they are playing.
Yeah, Maddie saw it. So goal kick intercepted by Livy Mazzio. Still has it. Passing it down to Emily Clapper, who's taking it down to the corner. Making the cross in. Oh. So back to a goal kick for Bellingham. Tapped by Hannah Wolfgang to Elizabeth Mackey, up in the air. Elizabeth Mackey still taking possession, taking it down to the corner, coming in now to the box. Got a shot off, and it was deflected off of a Bellingham player.
Goal kick.
Oh, he's calling it a goal kick. I thought we went off the black player last. So goal kick for Bellingham. To Tess Powers, playing back to Emily Clapper, sending it to Hannah Wolfgang in the middle, sending it out to Addie, sending it back to Hannah Wolfgang, sending it up and through to Livy. Here we go, Livy, some wheels, good job. Making a pass back to Elizabeth Mackey. Here goes the shot. Oh, nice deflection by the defensive line there of Bellingham. Yeah. It's going to be a Holliston throw-in by Addie. Tapped by Hannah Wolfgang. Ooh.
Corner kick. And like I said a few minutes ago, they are playing good. They are touching the ball. They are making the pass. And playing soccer, and dominated the game and making goals. Very important.
Very good. Emily Clapper with the corner kick. Deflected out by Bellingham. Emily putting pressure on it. Good job. It's going to be a Bellingham throw-in. Good throw in there by Bellingham. Tapped by Elizabeth Mackey. Back to Tess Powers. Up to Emily Clapper. Taking it into the box. Taking a shot. Here we go, Livy. Oh! Again, a really great read by their goalie. Their goalie is doing an excellent job. Nice effort, though, by Livy. Back to Maddie Sehe. Intercepted by Bellingham. Up in the air. Maddie Sehe getting a body to it. It's popped up by Bellingham. Headed back by Lily Traynor to Emily Clapper, who's trapped it. Got it on the ground. To Tess Powers. Back to Maddie Sehe, who's sending it up. Back to Tess. To Emily Clapper again. Sending it through. Here we go. Elizabeth Mackey chasing it down with a player. And that will be a Holliston throw-in. And we're subbing. We're bringing Gabby Cummings and Gabby Ramirez onto the field. And Sydney and Hannah are coming off. Oh, it's Alyssa. I saw the long brown. I beg your pardon, that's Alyssa. Same long brown hair. Another Holliston throw-in for Addie. Another Holliston throw-in, taken by Tess. To Emily Clapper. Trying to get the ball going. Bellingham back to Addie, sending it to Elizabeth Mackey. Switching the field over to Alyssa. Back to Sarah O'Neill. Bringing it in. Intercepted by Bellingham. Bellingham with possession. Getting pressure from Holliston. Emily Clapper stealing it back. 3 players on her. Back to Lily Traynor. Bellingham coming through. Maddie Sehe back to Emily Clapper, to Sarah O'Neill, sending it forward to Alyssa. To Tess Powers, back to Alyssa, running it down the line. Great run by Alyssa. And deflected off by Bellingham. It's another corner kick.
I really like how they passing the ball. I like how they give and go, and they really relay the ball in one touch. And that's how they get into the Bellingham team, and that's how they created the corner kick. I like how they play very good. Very good soccer.
So Lily Traynor with the corner kick. Oh, close one again there. Good effort. So Bellingham with the goal kick. Grounded by Sarah O'Neill. Back to Alyssa. Alyssa still has in possession. Getting ready to make a cross in. Oh, nice try. And we have Mel Coleman coming on the field. We have Ella Woodward coming on the field. So we have Livy coming off and Addie.
And in a few minutes, we see the coaching playing.
To Tess Powers. Alyssa Bucata settling it down. Getting pressure. Still fighting for it. And that will be a Holliston throw-in. Alyssa Bucata with the throw-in. Emily Clapper back to Alyssa. And it's another corner for Holliston. Bellingham with the goal kick to Tess Powers. Still fighting for it. Bellingham are giving her pressure. Back to Sarah O'Neill. Taking it down the line. Unlucky. It will be a Bellingham throw-in. And subbing now, we have Emily Clapper, Mackie and Tess coming off. We have Gwen, Hannah, Anna Siegel, I think. I can't see it. Yes, Anna Siegel. It's another Holliston throw-in. Taken by Sarah O'Neill. Stolen by Alyssa Brucado. Oh, good challenge. Mel Coleman coming at it. Getting a foot to it. To Gabby Cummings. Gabby challenging. Back to Bellingham. Ella Woodward coming in. Maddie Sehe getting a foot to it, and it's a Holliston throw-in. Ella Woodward with the throw-in. To Gwen Freely. Back to Ella. To Maddie Sehe. Back to Ella. Back to Gwen. Tapped by Bellingham. Switching the field. Alyssa Brucado taking control and out of bounds. So that would be a Bellingham throw-in. Bellingham player being taken off. So Bellingham throw-in. Anna Siegel. Back to Sarah O'Neill. To Gwen Freely. Tapping it up and forward to Alyssa Brucado. Making a cross in. Gabby Cummings. Oh. Again, nice effort by Holliston. Some good passing and crosses going on. So it's up in the middle. Hannah Wolfgang and Lily Trainer fighting for it. Sarah O'Neill getting a foot to it. Back to Hannah. Tapping it. Intercepted by Bellingham. Gabby Cummings chasing it down. Gabby Cummings taking possession. Gabby Cummings coming. Taking a shot. Oh, unlucky. Nice try, though. Good job there by Gabby Cummings. Goal kick by Bellingham. Sarah Winnicker's on the field now. Alyssa Brucado fighting for it. Bellingham taking back the possession. Sarah O'Neill getting a foot to it. A slight trip there, so it's going to be a free kick for Bellingham. Good ball. Back to Lily Trainer. Sending it to Alyssa Brucado. To Anna Siegel. Back to Lily Trainer. To Alyssa Brucado. Sending it up to Sarah Winokur. Taking a space down the line. Looking to make a pass. It's okay. Oops, still in play. And that will be a Holliston throw-in. And we've got a sub going on, so Juliana coming in. And Alyssa Brucado coming off. Back to Lily Trainer. Juliana fighting for it. And that'll be a Bellingham throw-in. Sarah O'Neill getting a foot to it. Back to Anna Siegel up in the air. Ella Woodward heading it. Gwen Free taking some space here. A good charge here by Gwen Freely. Oh. Probably was going to hit the post there, but the goalie put a foot to it, so corner.
Nice try, nice effort.
So Maddie Sahasian coming to take the corner kick. Nice ball. And hit out by Bellingham, so it'd be another throw-in for Holliston. Oh, another sub, so Jill Hobson's coming on and Mel Coleman is coming off. Good to see Mel actually out on the field and not being in the goal. So Maddie Sehe with a throw-in to Anna Siegel. Sarah Winokur taking it. Still got it live. Good protection. Sending it across. Juliana trying to get to it. Hannah Wolfgang running it down. Kept possession. Oh, slightly too far. That's unlucky. It will be a Bellingham throw-in. Bellingham with the possession. Still have it. Sarah O'Neill fighting for it, and that was out of bounds, so it's a Holliston throw in by Sarah O'Neill. Lily Trainer taking it, switching it. Oh, bounced off a Bellingham player. Gwen Freely coming in to steal it, taking it back to Lily Trainer, sending it to Juliana. Weaving through, still got the possession. And just taking a shot and to the goalie's hands. So Lily Trainer back to Anna Siegel. Back to Sarah O'Neill. To Juliana. Weaving through. Take a shot. And Hannah Wolfgang taking a shot. Oh, there it is.
Nice goal.
Goal scored by number 2, Hannah Wolfgang.
And that is a beautiful goal. And we can make those goals to a good team because that ball, it's hard with the goalie get into that corner. So we can learn from here that we can make goals out from the 18. Beautiful goal.
Yeah, well executed there by Hannah. So we're 6-0 with 20 and a half minutes left on the clock. Jill Hobson coming in, taking possession, running in, taking a space. Going to be a Bellingham throw-in. Oh, another sub. So Maddie Sahajian coming off and Addie coming back on. Jill Hobson getting a foot to it. Sending it to Juliana. Sending it back to Sarah Winokur. Sarah Winokur weaving through, sending it. Oh, deflected off of a Bellingham player. Jill Hobson back to Gwen Freely. Tapping it through. And picked up by the goalie. So Bellingham with the goal kick. Holliston throw-in by Sarah O'Neill. Sent back by Bellingham. Lily Trainer settling it. Sending it to Sarah O'Neill. Sarah O'Neill taking down the wing. Passing to Juliana. Here we go. Try to get the shot off. And it's out of bounds. That would be another Holliston throw-in. Taken by Sarah O'Neill. Tapped by Bellingham. Still up in the air. Sarah Winokur getting to it. Free kick for Bellingham.
There was nobody around, right? I don't see the foul down there.
I think he just scored a free kick, but no one's around it. To Lily Trainer. To Hannah Wolfgang, switching the field, setting it up. This is a beautiful pass. Here we go, Gwen Freely. Take the shot. Right idea. Took a shot. Far post. So Lily Trainer settling the ball. Being challenged. Good job. Holliston throw-in. And we are subbing again. We now have Maggie Fitzgerald coming back in. Hannah Wolfgang coming off. Sarah Winokur coming off. And Gabby Cummings coming back on. So Lily Trainer, unlucky, bouncing off the back of Gwen. Bellingham throw-in.
Cover. Come on, girls, move your feet.
Another sub, we have Jill Hobson coming off, Juliana coming off, and we have Livy Mazzio and Alyssa Brucato back on the field. So throw in by Ella Woodward to Maggie Fitzgerald. Back to Sarah O'Neill to Maggie Fitzgerald. Sending it through. Livy Mazzio running at it. Still in play. And kicked out of bounds by Bellingham, so that will be a Holliston throw-in. Gwen Frilly with a throw-in to Anna Siegel. Still has possession. Shot, slightly wide. Right idea there by Maggie Fitzgerald. Back to a Bellingham goal kick.
And Panthers keep and dominated the game and trying to make a goals, trying to hit the ball to the net, and that make the difference.
To Sarah O'Neill. To Alyssa Brucato. Being challenged by Bellingham. Gwen trying to steal it back. Gwen has possession. Back to Lily Traynor. To Sarah O'Neill. To Anna Siegel. Sending it up. Here we go, Alyssa Brucato. Don't get offside. There's the release. And kicked out of bounds by Bellingham. So it'll be another throw in for Holliston. Another sub, we have Gabby Ramirez coming back on and Anna Siegel coming off. To Gabby Ramirez. Just a tad too far. Nice idea. Back to a goal kick for Bellingham. To Ella Woodward. Sending it to Gwen Freely. To Gabby Ramirez. To Alyssa Brucato. Nice move. Oh, great defense by the goalie. Back to Bellingham possession. Lily Traynor coming in, sending it back to Gwen Freely. To Gabby Ramirez. Oh, Gwen's down the ground. Here's Gabby. Oh, Livy going for trying to finish it. Oh, excellent work by that goalie. That goalie worked really hard just then. So Bellingham goal kick. Intercepted by Ella Woodward. Tapped back by Bellingham. Sarah Neal coming on to protect it. Nice and easy to Kelty. Kelty gets to touch the ball. It's a great opportunity for her.
And I believe it's the first time that she touched the ball, right?
It is the first time. So goal kick by Kelty. Sarah O'Neill, Maggie Fitzgerald. Sending it up and through. Come on, Livy. Come on, Gabby. Nice try. Picked up by the goalie. It's up in the air. Ella Woodward coming in to defend it. And that's going to be a Bellingham throw-in. Intercepted by Addie. Sending it up. Headed by Bellingham. Up in the air again by Bellingham. Tap to the ground. Livy Mazzio taking it. Keeping it in. Sending it to Gwen Freely. Back to Livy. And that's going to be a Holliston throw-in. And we've got some more subbing going on. We now have Anna Siegel coming back in, Charlotte Getchell coming in, Gwen Freely and Lily Traynor coming off. Holliston thrown by Ella Woodward to Maggie Fitzgerald. Sarah O'Neill taking it back. Sending it to Alyssa Brucado. Bringing it down. Taking the cross. Or deflected off of Bellingham. So that'd be another corner kick. Corner kick being taken by Sarah O'Neill. Sent back to Sarah. Sent back in. Alyssa Brucado getting a foot to it. Still in play. And that will be a goal kick. 11.5 minutes left in the second half. Bellingham throw-in. Tapped up. Out of bounds. That'd be another Bellingham throw-in. Bellingham with the possession. Maggie Fitzgerald coming in. Challenging it. Kelty coming out. Nice job, Kelty. Sending it back to the mid. Intercepted by Bellingham. They have possession. Livy fighting for it. Livy getting a foot to it. Oh. Called on Livy. Free kick for Bellingham. Ooh. That's the first pressure Holliston's really had in this game. Good effort there by Bellingham. Just missing it.
Yeah, and good effort by the goalie because the goalie, didn't try to get the angle and the ball was out. That was the good part.
Yeah. Yep, Kelty read that well and started dive towards it and so they went past the post. Headed back by Bellingham. Headed by Charlotte Getchell. It's back to Bellingham possession. Maggie Fitzgerald tapping it up. Tapping it by Anna Siegel to Gabby Ramirez. Sending it through. Oh, intercepted by Bellingham. Batted back by Charlotte Getchell. Tapped by Maggie Fitzgerald. To the goalie. So Bellingham with the goal kick. Deflected off of Bellingham. Still got possession. Alyssa getting a foot to it. Gabby Ramirez taking it. Sending it through. Anna Siegel. Sending it back to Gabby Ramirez. It's going to be a Bellingham throw. We've got another substitution. We have Juliana coming on and we have Alyssa Brucado coming off. Bellingham throw in. Headed by Juliana. Tapped by Maggie Fitzgerald to Gabby Ramirez. Tapped back by Bellingham. Sending it long. That's going to be out of bounds. That will be a Holliston throw in. Sarah O'Neill with the throw-in to Maggie Fitzgerald. Back to Sarah O'Neill, sending it up and over to Gabby Ramirez, to Gabby Cummings. Taking it. Here we go, Gabby. Shoot! There it is! Goal scored by number 27, Gabby Cummings.
Great effort. She was looking for the ball all the time. She ran every single goal. And this is what we get when you're looking for the ball. And nice goal, nice run, nice play.
She did a really good job of holding off and looking at the defensive line, so she knew she was still onside, and then made the kill. Excellent execution there by Gabby Cummings. So it's going to be a goal kick for Holliston. Goal kick taken by Charlotte Getchell to Anna Siegel. Back to Ella Woodward. Sending it to Maggie Fitzgerald. Back to Anna Siegel. Sending it to Gabby Ramirez in the mid. Switching the field. Here we go, Juliana. Juliana chasing it down with some good wheels. Keeping it in play. Take the shot. Send it. Nice ball in. Livy Mazio running into it. Unlucky. Out of bounds. That would be a goal kick for Bellingham, but nice effort there by the Holliston team. So the score now is 7-0 in the last 6 minutes of the second half. And this is the HCAT filming of Holliston versus Bellingham, Thursday, October the 5th. Headed by Maggie Fitzgerald. It's up in the air. Ella Woodward settling it. Unlucky. It's going to be a Holliston throw-in to Anna Siegel. To Charlotte Getchell. To Gabby Cummings. To Maggie Fitzgerald. Sending it forward. Livy Mazio slightly offside. That's unlucky. Just got to get your head up and see the defensive line. Good passing by the girls here, though, and they're looking to make that attack.
Now, my question to you is, when is a rebound, should be no outside? Because the ball hit the defense and the ball. So that is legal, no outside.
So two more subs. We have Gabby coming off, and the two Gabbies coming off, Gabby Cummings and Gabby Ramirez Brodeur. And then we have Jill Hobson coming on. And Gwen Freely. So Juliana taking possession. To Anna Siegel, looking to pass it. To Ella Woodward, tapping it up. Still fighting for it. Sarah O'Neill getting to it, passing it to Gwen. Intercepted by Bellingham. Back to Maggie Fitzgerald, over to Sarah O'Neill. Passing up to Juliana. Got two players on her. She still has possession. Give and go. There we go. To Jill Hobson. To Maggie Fitzgerald. Oh, there it is!
Beautiful goal by 24. And this is the NATO.
Goal scored by Maggie Fitzgerald, number 24.
This is the NATO third goal that I love it because it's from outside, and thus is how you see the beautiful goals. Goals from outside right to the corners to the net.
Charlotte Getchell to Maggie Fitzgerald, to Gwen Freely. Passing out to Juliana, back to Sarah O'Neill. Sending up to Juliana, to Gwen Freely. Sending it through to Jill Hobson. Taking it to the mid, switching the field to Ella Woodward. Sending it back to Addie. Addie sending it through to Maggie Fitzgerald. Sending it back to Ella Woodward. To Jill Hobson in the mid. Sending it back to Charlotte Getchell. Switching the field over to Sarah O'Neill. Sarah O'Neill's keeping it, sending it forward to Juliana. Back to Gwen Freely. Bellingham taking possession. Tapped by Charlotte Getchell. Back to Addie. Sending it to Ella Woodward. Fighting for it. Bellingham sending it up. Charlotte Getchell to Addie. Ooh, dangerous. Ooh. Sarah O'Neill getting a foot to it. Back to Gwen Freely. Looking to send it. And out of bounds. That will be a Holliston throw-in. We're down to the last 2 minutes in the second half. The score is 8-0 to Holliston. Charlotte Getchell to Sarah O'Neill. Out of bounds. That will be a Bellingham throw-in. Headed by Maggie Fitzgerald. Back to Jill Hobson. Taking some space, sending it up to Juliana, who's going all the way down. Livy Mazzo coming up. Oh, it's too much. Unlucky. Great drive. Oh, that was a great corner kick by Charlotte Getchell, headed and just missing. That was a great, great chance there by Holliston again. I think it was headed off of Jill Hobson. Gwen Freely getting to the ball. Keeping it in play. Taking it down. Passing into Juliana, sending it back to Jill Hobson, sending over to Maggie Fitzgerald, to Livy Mazzio, back to Maggie Fitzgerald, sending it over to Gwen Freely, Bellingham taking possession, and it's going to be out of bounds. Oh, they've kept it in. Out of bounds then. Holliston throw-in. To Maggie Fitzgerald. It's up in the air. Headed by Sarah O'Neill. Back to Jill Hobson. To Addie. Addie back to Sarah O'Neill. Sending it over and long. Here comes Anna Siegel. Anna running at it. Oh. Livy trying to finish it. Oh! Great effort there. Great effort. Looked like it was going in. It was just a tad high and ended on top of the net. So goal kick Bellingham. And that will be it. So that's the end of the second half, and this final score was 8-0 to Holliston against the Bellingham Hawks. Thank you for watching the Holliston Cable Access production of this Holliston versus Bellingham girls varsity soccer game on Thursday, October the 5th. And we look forward to seeing you next time.